Hey everybody, and welcome to my live reaction video review to Superman by James Gunn. As you can tell, I went sporting the man himself, and I literally just got home, me and Crypto, because look at this. How can you not buy it? He's even got the little ear flipped up. Anyway, I won't go full crypto. Never go full crypto. Anyway, I just wanted to share my thoughts and reactions to this movie. I loved it. I thought it was great. Um, I really am shocked how this was filmed at least some months ago, like a while back, and how spot on a lot of the things that happened in this are relevant to things that are going on right now. And a lot of it is very, I can tell, I know why Fox News and a ton of other outlets are just screaming that this is just a bunch of crap that they are not happy about. Like a lot of right wing policies and things are very not happy with this film, taking a character like Superman and making him political. And guess what? He's always been. People are mad about the fact that James Gunn is calling him an immigrant, and a lot of the story focuses in this film focuses on, uh, uh, you know, what makes you human, what makes you a threat, what's your background, just who has the right to police who. All of this is in there, and it's pretty amazingly well done in a way, and I really really um loved how he did it. And Gunn pulled no punches on that, and I support and love to him for that, because he really delivered. Now, I'm kind of rambling here because I wanted to talk about this as quickly as possible. Everything was fresh in my mind about it. But one thing that I really uh I was this whole thing that's happening right now, where people are talking about the fact that Superman is being used as a tale to compare to what's going on in America right now, immigration policies and all of that, and that they're calling him an immigrant. Well, he is, and he always has been. For those who don't know or haven't read comics or have no idea about the history of the character, um, Superman was created uh, by immigrants. He Jewish immigrants here, you know, and he was basically the equivalent of Moses' story, and has always been very very politically inclined. The whole story of he just happens to be from another planet, not another country, and so he came here. The whole Moses parable in a basket, only he was in a ship, and comes to this world to be a part of us and to help, in his view, to be a part of a human race and to actually help us. Hi, Maverick. I think you just left. But it was great. I absolutely loved the movie. It The only issue I had, and I'll get into more detail here in a second, but the only issue I had with this film was it was very fast. Oh God, yeah, better than Hancock with Will Smith and Shazam. Yes. God, you and I think, are the only two people left that remember Hancock. Anyway, so with this movie, it just starts. So that's part of the thing that I was my only gripe. One of my I have a couple, but really the main gripe is just that it's so fast and it just goes. James Gunn does not pussyfoot around with Superman's origin story at all. In fact, he does it very quickly with a text breakdown at the beginning that tells you where we are at this point in Superman's life. And it's already, he literally begins the movie with getting his ass handed to him. It is not better than Christopher Reeve. Nothing will top that. And I'm biased, so I will fully admit my biased attitude about Christopher Reeve as Superman. And those movies are fantastic. And 2 is one of the best comic book movies ever made. So there. But I actually I loved David Cornsweet. I'm probably butchering his last name, as Superman. He did a fantastic job. Nobody should be giving hate to that guy. He did a great job. Superman Returns is good for some reasons and not so good for others. Brandon Routh was freaking amazing. I'm not. Henry Cavill in The Man of Steel is still great, but again, I had issues with other parts of the movie. The same with Superman Returns. My biggest problem with Superman Returns is the fact that it just, Brandon Routh was fantastic in it, but it was basically a rehash of the first Superman movie, a lot. Now, here's the thing in this: Nick Holt as Lex Luthor in this is freaking great. Great casting there. He's manic. He's as tall as Superman, so there's an equality there. He doesn't back down. He is a complete narcissist, and it's very, very well done with how they represent Lex and what he is. So very much a very great portrayal of Lex Luthor. Really loved it. I loved the special effects. I absolutely adored Krypto. Did a fantastic job with that. Really amazing stuff with Krypto. I thought he was adorable, and a little badass. The Anthony Carrigan was just fantastic in it, as well as Metamorpho. Very, very cool. And really pretty. Like, his makeup and everything was just really, really gorgeous. Good music, very good music. They definitely included the Williams score within this a lot, and it was just really well done. I really liked Will Reeves was in it, and a lot of people actually realized who it was, because it was very well known that he was going to be in this. And he did a fantastic little cameo, and I really, really loved it. Now, here's what was stupid for me. I didn't know that you'll recognize Will Reeves, by the way, too, because he looks a lot like his dad, and that was very sweet. But one thing that I really loved was the interplay between Lois and Clark. Rachel Brosnahan was great as Lois. She was, perky and gung-ho and not annoying, and she was just the perfect balance. Her and David were really great together. I also really loved the Justice Gang. I guess we're sticking with that name. The Justice Gang was fantastic. Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner was amazing, as we knew he would be. I also really, really loved Isabella Merced as Hot Girl. She was badass, just screaming every time, just bashing the hell out of everything. Fantastic stuff. And then also the other one that I really, really loved was, and I'm going to try not to butcher this name, Edie Gathegi as Mr. Terrific. Stole that movie in every scene he was in. He was fantastic as well. Just a lot of really great stuff. Now, the one thing that I didn't I apparently wasn't in the know about, and I kept going, is that who I think it is? Was Bradley Cooper. Bradley Cooper is in the film, and I'm not going to spoil it. Um, uh, I don't. I guess it has been spoiled. I guess it won't matter. But he's Jor-El, and in the hologram image, that's because that's what you see him as. I didn't even recognize him. He looked really thin. So I was surprised. I'm like, squinting and trying to figure it out. The theme of my horror channel, everything's kind of under fangirl. So everything shows up here. And I do, Bradley Cooper is the Rocket Raccoon. Yes, that's who it is. But I was surprised to see him. I thought that was a cute cameo. But I really enjoyed how Gunn did this. There's a lot of emotional beats in it as well. And the story is basically, it's pretty simple, and that is Lex Luthor is out to destroy Superman, and that's his goal. There's offshoots of it, but it's all for destroying Superman. And what we find, on this channel, everything. Genre doesn't mean anything here because it's everything. So we cover sci-fi, horror, you name it. We do a little bit of everything. And thank you for asking. TV as well, books, comics, you name it. And I also have a podcast that you can go find on Spotify. That is called Fangirl Radio. This is the only one that I have now. I do have quite a bit of work over on joblo.com, and I do have work that will be appearing and has appeared on Horror Hound's YouTube channel, because I write for Horror Hound magazine as well and do stuff for them. But Joblo has a ton of content as well from me, and you can actually look it up on their website using my name. And yeah, I did a lot of stuff for Joblo. But anyway, back to Superman. I really enjoyed, I like the fact that they didn't mess around with going back and giving us another origin story. But the pacing of it was really fast. I was actually surprised at how quick the movie went. But I think it could have benefited from more slow pacing in parts and giving a little bit more character. And I do apologize because I have to drink something. I'm about to die. Thank you. So anyway, the special effects were fantastic. The fight scenes were great. The acting was great. Everybody seemed to have a fantastic time making this. The interplay between the characters was good. And sorry, Taco Bell, you do a sponsorship deal. But I really liked Superman in this. David Corenswet really brought a humanity and a sweetness to him. I don't want to cough in you guys' faces. But I really, really dug his take on Superman. He wasn't, Cavill's performance was, of course, a little bit darker, a little bit more serious. Christopher Reeve's performance reminds me a lot of Corenswet, actually. He's not, he seemed less stoic. Cavill was very stoic in a lot of ways. Brendan Routh, this is more like a Brendan Routh Superman, which was heavily based off of Christopher Reeve. And with this Superman being younger, it seemed he had more. He's not as serious. He's having fun. He's got a dog, of course, that he's running around with and everything. And I really, really loved how he did it. He had a sweetness to him. My apologies, man. Allergies, man. Um, but he had a really great sweetness to him, and I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed his interplay with Lois, with everybody really, and you were rooting for him. Um, but again, the most of this film is an allegory of what's going on right now here, and I mean, I think that the gents who made Superman would be completely on board with that and utilizing this to talk about it, because it definitely does. It's going to hit home when you see this. You're going to see a lot of parable here to what's going on in the United States. And uh, with Lex Luthor, his character, this narcissist who feels threatened by literally anything different, feels like he is the one that should be the king, basically, of everything, and is jealous that these people in the country, in the world, basically love Superman, who is not from here, and feel that he is. It does not cover cancel culture. Well, kind of, a little bit, but not in the way you're probably thinking. But I really loved the fact that he smartly did this in a way, and the the con the fact that you have this tech bro type with Lex, and you've built upon that the entirety of uh, his narcissism and his wanting to rule and all of that. Lex Luthor is basically a mashing together of a lot of people that you would know. Joe Blow Originals and Joe Blow Horror, both of them. My last video for Joe Blow, the very last one I did, I believe that I did, was the Vincent Price bio. That's the last one I think I did for them. Yeah, in the trailer, the crowd boos Superman and throw things at him. Yes, and that is due to an interesting scenario that I won't go into because I'm not going to spoil it. But it's a really cool take, because on top of all of this, James Gunn threads all of this together really well. This also focuses on the fact that who your parents are and where you come from doesn't mean or make who you are, really. You have a choice of how you want to live your life and where you want to go. And that's within this as well. And it's a really beautifully done lesson. I am talking about Superman. Yes, Maverick. What the fuck happened to Vincent Price? But I really enjoyed how he, basically weaved all of these together, all of these different parts. The fact that your family, he was played by Jeffrey Rush. I'm not sure what's happening in the chat team. But I really, really love the fact that that was. Yes, Jeffrey Rush played the character in the 1999 House on Haunted Hill. Yes. And he was definitely based off of the Vincent Price character and made to look a lot like Vincent Price too. But anyway, that's my thoughts on Superman. I really loved it. I thought it was really great. Other than, again, it could have taken some more time in telling the story. It really just went fast, and kind of jumped around a lot in terms of speed to what was going to happen next. And I would have loved to have a little bit more time with characters, where, just learning more about them, like the Justice Gang. And there's some parts in this that people are just going to freak out about when they see it, that have been kept fairly quiet, which is nice. And I'm not going to spoil those either. So basically, long and short, the Superman movie is very much a parable about immigration and uh, being anti-immigrant, um, hatred, love, family, what makes family, and defining who you are minus your family, which has always been what Superman's about. And again, I can't stress enough the fact that it's hilarious to me. So many people are freaking out about immigration being, calling Superman an immigrant when that's what he is. And he always has been. So I really loved it. You're going to fall in love with Crypto. I think David Cornswit was fantastic. He looked great. And yes, the whole thing about the glasses and is true. That's from the comics, which is kind of cute that no one's ever really talked about that in the movies, and now you finally get told about the fact that his glasses are made to mess with your head so you don't recognize him. I would be curious to know who Superman looks like, or who Clark Kent actually looks like to everybody else. So James Gunn, if for some reason you see this, I would love for you to do that, to show us what he looks like to everybody else with those glasses on. It'd be funny. Be hilarious if it was Nick Cage or Christopher Reeve. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, and not much to say about that. Have you been on the Joe Blow live stream on Thursday, Friday night with Kerr? I have not been. I think I don't really do things for Joe Blow at this time. But by the way, just as an FYI, if you guys that are watching this are interested, I will be. I think it will make a lot of money, actually. But I will be uploading in the next probably week. How you been on Superman Ride of Steel? I died on. No, I have not been on the ride. I've seen it, but I have not been on it. But I will be uploading a new retrospective video that is going to be all about Vengeance Unlimited, which is a series that Michael Madsen did, the late great Michael Madsen. I've been meaning to do a video about it as a retrospective of the series, kind of like what I did for Joe Blow and I've done before Joe Blow, where I would talk about shows that people may have forgotten about. So this is the first official episode that will be coming, called Lost Channels. And it's all about old TV series you may not have heard of, but you should have. I think that Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer, people look back on those movies now and with fondness. They're still not perfect Fantastic Four movies, but I will say Rise of the Silver Surfer was great because our buddy Doug Jones was the Silver Surfer in that, and he did fantastic. No pun intended. I do believe that it will make more money than Jurassic World Rebirth, for sure. But anyway, if you guys are interested, that will be going up probably within the next week and a half. And then I will do more episodes on that as of other series for you as well. I am going to go back and also I did a retrospective on Fire and Ice over on Joe Blow, if you want to check that out. I will be doing more episodes of Lost Channels, and I will also be doing more episodes of my Dark Shadows series, because apparently people discovered that video, and I now will have time to do more of those. So please keep an eye out. Also on the Horror Hound channel, this week will be interviews that I conducted for the movie Abraham's Boys, which is premiering on this week, coming out on the 11th. And I got to speak with Titus Welliver, Joe Hill, and the writer and director of that film. So keep an eye out for that. I will be posting links on social media once it goes live, for sure. Yes, I will put up a link, Maverick. Yes, I will. So anyway, guys, that will be going up, and you will be seeing more stuff from me. Yes, it's literally, give me one moment here, and I will pop it into the chat for you. Since you asked. So here you go. There you go. And I do use X, and I will be posting on there, Threads, Instagram, Facebook. What else do I do? Lots of things. But they will be up there. So I will share on there. And there is the link to the Horror Hound YouTube channel for you guys. So if you want to check out those interviews coming up, they will be there. And there will be other content going up there as well. You can also check out some of the QA panels that I have done at Horror Hound Weekend. For Superman, out of 10, 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 for the movie. Again, I feel that it was harmed by the fact that it was so quickly paced. It would have been nice to have a little downtime to focus on things. But I will say I really liked Pruitt Taylor Vince. He, if you don't know who that is, Superman, definitely rewatchable, for sure. Because you can find other things. Like I love looking for little things. Superman is not free on Amazon. It was tonight. I actually got to see it early because I'm an Amazon Prime member, and they did have a pre-sale for tickets for tonight. But it will not be free on Amazon Prime. That was that was the tie-in with Amazon Prime, was that tonight if you were an Amazon Prime member, you can buy tickets. So anyway, guys, I want to say thank you again for sticking with it. Thank you, Maverick. Been nice talking. Thank you guys that have watched, and go see Superman. It was fantastic. And again, Crypto gives his seal of approval with his little ear up in the air. And I will see you guys later. I am going to eat this Taco Bell. What's your favorite movie so far in 2025? Ooh, Sinners. Is that 2025? I think so. Sinners was freaking great, man. And it's as close as I'm getting to a Blade movie at this time in my life. Top 5 movies of all time. Oh, dude, that's a hard question. Bram Stoker's Dracula is way up there. Dude, Dark Shadows is high on that list of top 5 TV shows. Doctor Who, prior to some of the recent seasons. Oh man, those are hard questions. And I can't think straight because I'm starving. So I'm going to eat this Taco Bell that I bought, because that's what I do after a movie. And I will talk to you guys later. And yay, you saw the Fire and Ice video. Yeah, I was very excited about that. Thank you. That was the Frazetta girls actually liked that video, and that was a huge deal for me, the daughters of Frank Frazetta. So that was cool. Anyway, guys, Star Chaser? I can try. The Legend of Orin. I've actually heard of that. I can check it out. Sure. Anyways, I will jump and thank you again. And share the love, spread the word, let everybody know about Fangirl. Yeah, I will be back. And hopefully, here's hoping. Next month, I'm going to go see these guys right there. There. I'm going to be seeing Ghost next month, and I will hopefully get to do some videos and check in with people. It'll be great. Maybe get some interviews, maybe get Tobias Forge again. We'll see. Anyway, that's the latest issue of Horror Hound, which I will show you here. Look at that. Look at that cover. Is that not beautiful? That turned out so good. And what's crazy, you want to know what's crazy? I wrote this, the interview with Jeffrey Combs, and the coverage of Megan 2.0. So basically, this whole issue, a lot of it's from me. So if you like my writing, you'll dig this. But this is the one that I actually got to talk with Tobias Forge in, all about his comic that he did. So there you go. Anyway, guys, it is a heavy metal band cover because they're a heavy metal band, which will piss off a lot of people for me saying that, but I don't care. Iron Maiden is actually, Bruce Dickinson is coming to Horror Hound Weekend, by the way. Just letting you know, first time ever doing a show. But anyway, guys, I thank you again. I will talk to you soon. I hope my babbling made sense. But yes, thumbs up for me for Superman. I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.